Also tonight at 8:30, communities throughout Philadelphia say they are starting to feel the effects of the Environmental Protection Agency's cuts under the Trump administration. CBS Philadelphia's Eva Anderson explains how slash grants could limit vital programs meant to help underserved neighborhoods.
Bartram's Garden is a 50-acre public park where Philadelphians seek knowledge and opportunity through nature.
We also do a lot of work with our neighbors. The rest of the neighborhood is not nearly as green as it is here in the garden.
Caroline Winchell, the director of development, wants to change that. She says it can be 20 degrees hotter on a block in southwest Philly than it would be in, say, Rittenhouse Square on summer days, and it creates inequity.
If it's a lot hotter in the summer, that means folks have to pay more on their utility bills, their health impacts.
So they developed a solution, creating 50 paid internships for young Philadelphians to plant trees in local neighborhoods. It was going to be funded with a $500,000 EPA grant they were awarded last spring. But last week, they got bad news.
A letter from the EPA that had a stop work order. It said cease further project operations on this grant.
Winchell says the grant was also slated to fund the planting of 120 home garden beds like these for underserved families so they could grow their own food. But the budget cuts aren't limited to Bartram's Garden, according to EPA's Andrew Kreider.
There have been dozens of EPA grants canceled just in the Mid-Atlantic region, and every resident of the Commonwealth is going to feel the impacts.
He says the EPA cut a $1 million grant targeting illegal dumping in Pennsylvania. Based on his 28 years of work at the agency, he says it's unprecedented.
Never before has any administration gone through this sort of effort to terminate grants that are already legally awarded.
An EPA spokesperson said in part, quote, "The agency is reviewing each grant program to ensure it is an appropriate use of taxpayer dollars. The agency determined that the grant application no longer supports administration priorities." But Winchell is baffled that projects aimed at equity and public health aren't prioritized.
It's important for people to understand what's at stake here.
Bartram's Garden says they're now searching for other funding sources to continue their work. Meanwhile, they'll spend the next few weeks reaching out to their representatives and filing an appeal. Reporting at Bartram's Garden, Eva Anderson, CBS News, Philadelphia.